Business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grande has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grande and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our #1 goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. If you're a Phil's Gang member or a fan of the Phil's Gang show, then you need the all-new Phil's Gang hat. Now available in a variety of colors and cool comfort styles for only $25. You can show your Phil's Gang pride with the stylish Are You Nuts hat or Phil's Gang logo hat. Don't wait. Go to philsgang.com and click on the shopping cart icon to order your hat today or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders. And now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. The stock Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get Rick, the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
I'm a money magnet. Money, it's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Mike's open. And comes to Phil's Gang. Today we're going to take a look at the stock market. The market now has been pretty flat in the last few days, been negative, but we haven't had a big sell-off. The big thing is today the Republicans just released their plan on Obamacare. But at the same time, we also received information that the Atlanta Fed, they're slashing the growth of the economy in the first quarter. They estimated 3.5%. It's now 1.3%. That's terrible. That's an awful growth. If you remember, starting with the last quarter of 2015, we had negative growth all the way through. It was the last two quarters that we had a little bit of positive growth of 3.2%, and now we're right back down to 1.3%. Now, this is amazing because they're going to be also raising rates. Imagine that. They're going to raise rates as the economy's contracting. They're just trying to save face. That's unbelievable. If there's ever a time the market will sell off is when you raise rates into a contraction, into an economic contraction. What are you, nuts? There is a huge discount between the stock market and the fundamentals of the stocks. It's amazing. Stocks are rising, and they've been rising 17 times faster than their profits. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. Now, March is a big month. We got the debt ceiling. It hits, that's right. March 15th, they start talking about the debt ceiling. I think I'm the only one talking about it, because the debt ceiling is where they're going to, the Republicans that hate Trump and the Democrats that hate Trump, they're going to join forces right at the debt ceiling, and they're going to try to take him out. And I'll explain what I mean. First of all, let's take the interest rates. The interest rate hike, and they're also going to be talking about, remember, cutting these taxes. That's going to start the fight. They're going to start saying, how do you cut taxes when you, and at the same time, you're raising rates? That doesn't make any sense. But the big fight is going to be over Obamacare. And when Trump said Obama left a mess, one big mess, because he was spending, think about what he's doing. And what he was talking about is Obama was spending 75% of every tax dollar on non-productive spending. Welfare. Can you imagine 75% of every tax dollar comes in, he spends it on welfare? That's not productive. He spent it on social programs. I mean, when was welfare or social programs productive? So why would you take 75% of every tax dollar and put it into programs that are not productive. And that's what he did. And that's why the economy didn't grow. It's insane. So what we were doing for 8 years is getting negative rates of returns. Instead of taking that money and investing it into infrastructure where we get positive rates of return. And that's why there's also a retirement crisis, a serious one. We have unfunded liabilities of $100 trillion with Social Security and Medicare. All we hear about is the national debt, 19 trillion, 19 trillion. Wait a minute, hold on. That's not our debt. Our debt is 110 trillion. But see, they don't like to talk about that. They never have that in the conversation. When they start talking national debt, they leave out the conversation. They leave out Social Security and Medicare. Those are unfunded liabilities. Those are real, 100 trillion. That means if you look forward and you look at the tax revenues coming in, we can't cover it. We're 100 trillion short. That's our real national debt, is 110 trillion, not 119 trillion, not the 19. That's crazy. 119 trillion. Debt is a real problem. Obama, by doubling our national debt, he killed the economy. Debt kills growth. And especially when you're taking 75% of every tax dollar you bring in and you invest it in non-productive spending such as welfare, where you have negative rates of return. You're spending so much more than you take in. That's why we're in a crisis, and that's why they're going to have such a, when they start talking about the ceiling, raising the ceiling debt, there's going to be a real battle. Because what's going to happen is the Republicans who hate Trump are going to join forces with the Democrats who hate him, and they're not going to give him the votes he needs to raise the debt ceiling. There's going to be a bloody battle for about 4 or 5 months. It's not going to be pretty. And that's where you're going to start seeing the stock market contract about 10%. And then the second half of the battle, when they start talking about the tax cuts and Obamacare, that's when they're not going to get along on that, and you're going to see another over the summer about another 10% correction in this market. That is a terrible thing. And Obama's increase in government spending is almost all funded through borrowing. That's had a big negative impact on our economy's growth. Therefore, the larger the debt becomes, the more dangerous, more destructive it becomes. In fact, debt is more dangerous to our economy than ISIS. It really is. Nobody talks about it, but it truly is. Because, see, with debt, you can't grow the economy fast enough to absorb the expense of interest. And is why the Federal Reserve kept low rates to keep the economy from collapsing.
2 minutes.
Which kept the economy from growing. The proof is 8 years, we've been at 1.8% growth rate. That's nuts. The only winners were the elitist 1%, who 80% of their income was derived from the stock market, and all the money was pumped in the stock market to push it higher so they could make more money. But nobody else got any advantages. Companies didn't. They don't have no equipment or anything. Their trucks are falling apart. Their machinery is old. Their technology is old. People, the CEOs are making 385 times the employees. The employees aren't getting raises or overtime. See, the danger becomes this. Once you start diverting revenues received from tax dollars away from productive investment like infrastructure and R&D to non-productive investments like welfare and debt service, that becomes dangerous. See, when you start doing that, there's nothing left to put into productive investment to grow the economy, to get positive returns.
1 minute.
Like business investment, which creates increased productivity, which creates good, meaningful jobs that pay $55,000 a year plus benefits. It increases our standard of living, but that's not what's happened in the last 8 years. So Trump has a mess. A real mess. And with economic growth rates now at the lowest level on record, The growth in debt continues to divert more of these tax dollars away productive investments into service of debt and social welfare. You got to be nuts. In other words, the overall increase in debt has surged to levels that currently absorbed the entirety of the economic growth, which has been minimal. Unfortunately for Trump, he's going to be facing one of the toughest battles he's going to have while president. He's going to have to fight for the increase in the debt ceiling and for Medicare. And at the end, when I get back, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software, I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil's subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software, I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs, and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
And your mic's hot, And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. Yesterday I told you that I was going to open up my program to where I will provide you a free MV2 chart, where I picked out a couple stocks that you can follow with me, and as they turn green on this chart, we will work together these stocks, and two of the stocks are wonderful stocks. INTL is one, and that looks beautiful, and it's turned green on our chart. And another one that I talked about yesterday was UNG, that was natural gas. Those two stocks alone, and there's one more, JWN. These three stocks are setting up beautiful on what I call my MV2 color-coded chart. So I want to show you that if you join the gang, now you can join by calling 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG, or go to my site, philsgang.com. Just go to philsgang.com, and you can sign up. You sign up for $39.95, and then you get the chart. You get the chart, MV2, for a month free, and then I will guide you and work with you with those three stocks from beginning to the end. You don't have to put any time, any effort in. You just see how it works, because that's what the chart was designed for. So you don't have to put any time into it, because people say, I just don't have time, and that's why I designed it. The key is to get out of the stock in time. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. So I'm going to leave this offer open for a day or two, and then I'll shut it down. So if you want this chart and you want to join me using this chart, and every day we will provide the information for you. You'll know when to get in, when to get out, when to add to it. It's a perfect program for the next 4 weeks. And I'm sure when you're done, you're going to say, what a perfect chart. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Because every time I made money in 1987, and I got caught in that crash, nobody told me to get out. I made money in the dot-coms. Nobody told me to get out. I gave all that money back in that crash. I got caught with the dot-com crash, housing crash. I always make money, but I never get out in time. Well, this time, we're in what we call the QE, and this is going to be the biggest QE crash ever. But this time, you're going to know when to get out. Now, in the meantime, they can keep pumping this market higher and higher. We don't care. Because when the market opens, we lose our opinion, so we don't lose our money. Let the chart tell us when to get out. And this has caused a real problem. In the last 8 years, Trump has caused a debt problem, which we just talked about. Because with debt, you can't grow the economy. It's impossible. He's the only president that hasn't grown the economy by 3%. That's why you haven't got a good job. And that's why, again, most people are in a retirement crisis, because they have not been able to put enough money away. That's the truth. Don't have to worry about Obama. He's doing fine. He's going to get $207,000 pension. He's going to get a couple $100,000 for staff, travel. You don't have to worry about him. But think about this. In order to retire to a level, the lifestyle that you came accustomed to while working, it used to be you needed to have saved at least 17% of your income across your working life. Now think about that. When Obama took office, the formula used to be you had to save at least 17% of your income across your working life to have enough money to live the same lifestyle that you became accustomed to while you were working. 8 years later, because we haven't grown the economy, but we've grown debt, both corporate debt and individual debt. Now you have to put away, because we haven't grown wages, inflation is going up so fast, the cost of goods are going up faster than your wages. You have to start putting aside 22% of your income across your working life. Do you know how hard that is? 22% of your income? That's because for 8 years he never grew the economy. Now Trump's going to try to grow the economy. And he's doing all the things that he's supposed to do. But he's going to come up to a big battle. They're going to try to squash him. So what do you do in the meantime? You got to take care of yourself. Think about this. Obama had two failed terms. Why? Because 54.1% of our 147 47-man working force have saved nothing. 54% of our 147 million workforce has saved nothing. That's up from 48% when Obama took office. And now when you look at households, we've gone from 50% of households not saving enough to 60% because Obama never grew the economy. Healthcare costs went up. Housing costs, everything, rent. So how are you going to catch up? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach out to you and help you. So I put these stocks, and we'll try this together. Try it. Work with me for 4 weeks. I picked 3 stocks that I think are great stocks that will have growth. You don't have to put any time in this at all. You get the chart free. You have to be a member. It's $39.95. You get the chart free. And you just spend a minute a day looking. See if it's still green. As I guide you along, tell you to either stay in or get out. It's that simple. So here's the number. 877-600-GANG. That's the number. Or go right to my site, philsgang.com. Okay? One of the stocks that was interesting, MRO. Just give you an example of how this works. MRO is an oil stock. Now, this is typical right here. This is typical. CNBC said to get into the stock, it was around $14. Then the stock went up to $19. That's a 35% gain. But they never told you anybody to get out. They tell you stay in. Well, my gang, it turned red. And then it dropped 13%. So we were able to stay with the 35% gain. We didn't give it back. You're not going to call you and tell you time to get out. When's the last time he ever told you time to get out? Never. So that's what this does. MRO is a perfect example. So again, here's the number, 877-600-GANG, or you can go to philsgang.com and sign up. All right, there's the number. Check it out. I'm sure you're going to love it. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've all enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264.
My first budget will be submitted to the Congress next month. This budget will be a public safety and national security budget, very much based on those two, with plenty of other things, but very strong. And it will include a historic increase in defense spending to rebuild the depleted military of the United States of America at a time we most need it. going to be a very competitive plan, and costs will come down, and I think the health care will go up very, very substantially. I think people are going to like it a lot. We've taken the best of everything we can take. It's our hope that Democrats will stop the obstruction and resistance. I inherited a mess. It's a mess, at home and abroad. A mess.
And what he inherited was an inept plan by Obama. Obama continued to divert the majority of our tax revenues away from productive investments like infrastructure and R&D to non-productive investments, welfare programs. He expanded welfare, the welfare state. Those are negative returns. And, of course, the interest payments he has to pay on the debt he created. He doubled the debt. So he's taken the tax revenues and he's investing it into programs. He gets negative returns instead of investing into programs like research and development and infrastructure and other things to get positive returns so he can grow the economy. That's why he's the only president that ever grew the economy. That's one of the messes he's talking about. As a result of not growing the economy, he didn't grow wages. Most of the jobs were part-time. So you have suffered because when you don't grow the economy and you don't grow wages and you got costs going up faster than your wages, you got a problem. 8 years ago, it used to be you had to save at least 17% of your income across your working life so that you could retire with the same lifestyle you became accustomed to when you were working. But here we are 8 years later. It's now 22%. 22%. We went from 17% of your income across your working life you have to save to 22% of your income. Now, here's another problem. Even if you didn't have any crises at all, but remember, most bankruptcies, you go and check and see why most people went bankrupt. The majority is because of healthcare problems. Medical expenses, their credit. You look at all the credit cards that were included into bankruptcy was mostly related to health care. So the problem is 54.1% of our 147 workforce, 7 million workforce, has saved nothing for retirement. That's up from 48%. We went from 48% to 54% in 8 years. People have not saved for retirement because the economy didn't grow. Because, again, Obama cared more about building his social, socialist network, we should say, than the economy. Now, even if you had a 401k, the problem is fees. There's the other problem. If you have the 401k fees, I know you don't believe this. The average person pays about 3% in fees. Let's cut it back to 2%. Every 1% of your fee reduces your retirement money that you saved by 25%. 2% in fees, you almost lose half of your retirement fund. I know you won't believe it. Check it out. This is crazy. But here's the worst case. Every crash, even if everything was perfect and you made money in your 401k, you lost your money in 1987. That crash. The Reagan crash. Then the dot-com came in. Everybody made money in the dot-com. Everybody's making money with tech. Taxi cab drivers were making $1 million, but never kept on. Never kept it. They gave it all back because nobody told them to get out. Then we had the housing financial con. Everybody was making money, flipping houses, everything. And nobody kept their money. They gave it back. Why? Because nobody was there to tell you, hey, you better get out. They gave back all their money. So between no one telling you to get out, these bubbles crash. You think this bubble we got now is the biggest bubble in the world. You don't think it's going to crash? Right now, it looks just like what happened back in 1987. So what do? You got a problem. You got to retire. Now, for somebody who's already retired, I can't help you that much. I mean, what I mean is I can't build your wealth for you. You're already 70 or 68. I can't build. I can help you. I can help you, create a little wealth. But it's the people that are now in their 40s in their 40s, so important, 40s, 50s. You got to catch up. Now, if you think you can't catch up, you can. But you're not going to do it with a 401k because 401ks are failed. That's a failed experiment. 401k was never designed to be a retirement account. A 401k was designed to shelter income for the CEOs. Now, for people who are making money, and you're making money in this market, it's up 258%, 12% in the last since the election night. Why don't you just try this experiment with me? I will give you, I'll only do this for a couple days, I will give you free my chart, my MV2 chart, for 4 weeks. During that 4 weeks, I'm going to have you follow me with 3 stocks. 3 stocks. We'll stay with those 3 stocks every day. You don't have to put any time into this. You can put 30 seconds into it. I do all the work. So I will give you this chart so you can track it, and it's free. Just got to join the gang, $39.95, and you get the chart, which is $25 value, free. This is something you should try. Especially for people who left the stock market, say, I'll never come back. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'll leave this open again today. We'll see about tomorrow, see how many people I get. 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. And you got all the benefits of the gang. But that's not the point, to have all the benefits of the game. The point is to get you converted, to get you to be an ambassador where you say, you know what, I wish I had this when I went through the dot-com crash. If I had this at the dot-com, I would have kept all my money. I would have got out in time. That's the only problem with the stock market. Nobody tells you to get out because it's been designed to keep you in, because these guys get paid not on performance, not on how much money they make you. They get paid on how much they can build the fund. Have brokers go out and golf with you and make you a friend and keep pouring money into a fund. That's how they get paid. What a stupid system. It's a crime. The fees are a crime. So I'm going to reach out to you. All I ask you to do, in the next 4 weeks, we make money on those 3 stocks. You help St. Jude. How's that? All right, here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Go to philsgang.com. That's not Bill, it's philsgang.com. Now, Trump is going to be facing some real problems. Unfortunately for Trump, as an experienced CEO, he thought when he got into the Oval Office, he would just stop everything, just like he would do as CEO of his company. Just stop everything. And sit around over the staff and assign each staff member a task. Say, look, you're going to go and solve VA. You're going to go solve the energy problem. You're going to solve this problem, that problem. And I want everybody to report back to me in 2 weeks, because I want to see what your solution is with all these problems. The energy problem, VA problem, the budget problem. So he thought he could just sit down with his staff, like he does in Trump Towers, assign each task, have people come back with solutions, and he could solve it. He could solve it, but there's a major problem he didn't think about. This is the government. This is not the private sector. Now, I'll explain why there's a problem. 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. Sign up now while I still have the program open. Get your free chart.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years and very much enjoy software software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil's subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. If you're a Phil's Gang member or a fan of the Phil's Gang Show, then you need the all-new Phil's Gang hat. Now available in a variety of colors and cool comfort styles for only $25. You can show your Phil's Gang pride with the stylish Are You Nuts hat or Phil's Gang logo hat. Don't wait. Go to philsgang.com and click on the shopping cart icon to order your hat today or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our number one goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs, and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. You're listening to The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande. Be sure to check out the all-new Phil's Gang website at philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. Get your free chart, MV2. I'm going to, for 4 weeks, work with you with three stocks on the MV2. You don't have to do anything. I do all the work. I'll prove to you this works with the color-coded chart. Tells you when to get in and when to get out. This is designed for people who say, I don't have time to do anything, but I got to do something about retirement. I realize I'm not putting enough away, and I realize my 401k isn't the answer. Here's the other thing we need to know. Unfortunately for Trump, as I said, he thought as an experienced CEO, he could come into the office, Oval Office, assign tasks to his people. Here's your problem, the VA. Here's the problem. We don't have an energy policy. Here's this problem, that problem. Come back in 4 weeks and give me a solution. Well, here's what he found out. Congress, senators, are you kidding? They're lazy millionaires. They ran for office to get the title of senators so they could go to their golf club and get a better tea time. So they'll pay millions just so somebody will call them senator. Just call them senator. It's ego. But they lack initiative. They lack integrity. They lack the sense of urgency to get anything done. And when March 15 rolls around and the debt ceiling is at $20.1 trillion and we're down to just $200 trillion, which is cash in our checking account, which will run out because remember, we burn about 187 billion in cash a day. Our checking account will be out of cash by June, the latest. That's crazy. The problem is there's no urgency. This was Trump's finding out. There's not going to be any urgency. And that's how they're going to take Trump down. There's not going to be any urgency either by the Senate or the House to pass the debt ceiling, to increase it so he can fund his stimulus program that drove the stock market up that 13% or 12% since election night, or $3.9 trillion. There's no urgency. See, the problem is the Republicans, yes, they hold the majority in the House and the Senate. Everybody thinks it's going to go by smoothly because they control both House and Senate, but not true. They hold the House, the Republicans. They hold the Senate, true. But they hold contempt. They hold jealousy for Trump. Especially McCain, Rand Paul. There's a lot of Republicans that don't like, they're so jealous. They look at his family. They look at his wife. They look at his wealth. They look at his celebrity. They say, boy, I wish I would. How could this guy? I've been in politics 30 years. I've been in 40 years. And he comes in here. In 1 year, he's the president of the United States. They hate him for it. So Rand Paul, McCain, all these guys are going to split off. They're all going to split off. And they're going to join the Democrats. They're going to join Al Franken. And this is how they think they're going to put him down. And this is going to be really bad. This is going to be really bad. Because once they get together with Schumer and Pelosi, they will not deliver the votes to him. He needs to raise the debt ceiling. So here's what they're going to do. And remember, you heard it here first. The leadership of the House and the leadership of the Senate, and both Republican and senators, the leaders, are going to get together, throw them under the bus and say, I'll tell you what. You throw in the towel on Obamacare. You throw in the towel on border control and on infrastructure and all the rest, and we'll raise the ceiling. And he'll say no. He said, no, that's not how I got elected. So they'll fight, and they'll fight. In the meantime, the market's going to start going down. We'll have a correction about 10%. But you're with me, and guess what? Your chart's going to turn red. Your chart's going to turn red. Not only will you get out if you made money because it's turned red, you're going to make money on the way down. I'll show you how to do that. That's why I'm telling you, become a member now. I'll keep it open for a day or two. Get the chart. You see it works. Because we'll catch you on the way down. Just go join Phil. All you got to do is join Phil's gang. You get the chart free. And every day I take the 3 stocks and work on those 3 stocks for you. Work it for you. I'll do it for you, for God's sake. What's better than that? You haven't got to do a thing. I'll prove it works. If you don't believe it works, just go to my site and go under where it's free, where it says the toolbox, and it's got all the returns, and you'll see the returns. I'm not lying. These are returns of 13%, 33%, 57%, 21%, 14%, 8%. Now, I'm not saying every gang member got every one of those returns, because that's not the point. When I tell you that we had a 13%, 33% return or 57% return, that's telling you the opportunity was there for you to get in. Because it turned green. Where you got in was up to you. But more important than that, whether you made 53% or 5% when it turned green, or 8%, it told you when to get out. Now, the problem is going to be this. Once they screw them, and once they won't raise the debt ceiling, the Republicans especially are going to screw them, because they're so jealous. They're going to say, I'll tell you what. The Republicans and Democrat leadership will come to him and say, okay, you're not going to throw in the towel? I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have a tentative deal. We'll have a tentative deal. We'll both agree, both sides, to a modest increase in spending over the next 2 years. We'll cut some social programs to make it look like we're doing something. And then we'll raise the borrowing limit a little bit. Then after 2 years, let's visit again. So in other words, kick the can down the road. We're right to where we started, like every other president. See, this is what they're planning to do to him, to delay. To kick the can down the road. But guess what? He's a fighter. He is a fighter. He's a fighter. Will it work? I don't know. But here's what I do know. I know that Apple, who already, because of zero interest rates, these largest companies like Apple, they went and did stock buybacks. They borrowed $116 billion. GE borrowed $54 billion. McDonald's borrowed $65 billion. Microsoft, $20 trillion. Boeing, $20 billion. On and on. All these companies borrowed. And right now, the debt of their companies are at a 12-year high. They don't care. Do you think the CEOs care? They don't care because their compensation is tied to the stock price. What do they care? They're going to keep plowing it back into their pockets, not into their companies. Do you think CEOs lose sleep knowing that they're making 328 times more than their employees? That 80% of their employees work paycheck to paycheck? And that the corporate leverage is at 12-year high? Where the people who work for them, the personal debts of $61 trillion, all because these rates were at 0%. So do you think these CEOs, because the rates are up 0.5%, are going to stop buying their own shares? And when you buy your own shares, when companies keep buying their own shares, they don't plow the money back into their company. We can't grow the economy. And remember what's happened. The Democrats and the Republicans who hate Trump, they're going to do what Obama did. They're going to want to keep diverting the majority of the tax revenues away from productive investments like infrastructure and R&D to bury Trump so he can't get reelected. You wait. You'll see. The leaders of the ones who are going to screw him are the leaders in the Republican Party. They're so jealous. The head of the, what's his name? His name just left my head. The head of the Republican Party. Oh, my God. Anyways, Ryan will screw him. Did you see Ryan at night when he was standing behind Trump, how he's looking at Trump? He was so jealous of Trump. So jealous. He looked at his wife. He's got a beautiful wife. Look at his beautiful kids. And he's saying to himself, I've been doing this for 25 years, scrambling, working in Congress and the Senate, and I've been trying to become president. This guy does it with his money in 1 year. I hate this guy. I'm so jealous. I'm going to make sure that we're going to take all this money, all the tax money comes in, we're going to keep diverting it like Obama did. We're going to take all the tax revenues, we're going to divert it away from productive investments like infrastructure, and we're going to take it and we're going to put it in non-productive investments like welfare. And we're going to make sure we don't raise the debt ceiling. So what are you going to do? You got to retire. Follow me. Try this experiment with me. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, or go to my site, philsgang.com, and sign up. You get the chart free. Okay? I'm going to keep doing this maybe for a day. It depends on how many we get, how many folks we get, and then I'll shut it off. But I will prove to you it works. I'm not making it up. And this time, if they keep driving the market higher, you'll know when to get out. And that's the key. When do you get out of the market? Call 877-600-GANG or go to philsgang.com. Sign up for your free chart right now.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. We're all